Welcome to the podcast.
Hello, you fool. I
love you. Are you just going to do that every week now? Something with a vague reference to hello in it.
Wait, see how he says
it?
Yeah. See how he says, are you going to do it every week? I've been doing it every week anyways. This isn't a new thing, mate.
Oh my God, we're back again.
Guess who's back? Hello.
What did you do in the first week?
The first one I ever did was...
Welcome. You didn't do it, mate.
You'll see. I'll put it in. I'll clip it and put it in.
Right,
you'll see.
Next week, let me guess. Lionel Richie, hello.
No,
it's been played out. This week, if you haven't seen before, we've done basically the best and worst of anything. So we've done Friends, we've done Mario Brothers, we've done Simpsons, we've done...
90s action films.
Yeah, 90s action films. And this week, what are we doing?
We're doing...
Nice to see you, I'm gonna be snookering.
Spotify, mate.
We're doing 90s action films.
No, we're not. You stupid idiot.
Bad start. We're doing 90s game shows.
Yeah. Oh, what a bad start.
Well, so...
he's flustered because we're also doing a Lawnmower Man review at the same time.
So make sure you check that out after you've...
Let me finish my sentence, mate. He's always interrupting me. I'm still the main drawer of this
Here's the thing, mate. Let's get down to brass tacks, all right? When people are coming in, they're tuning in for me, mate. They're not tuning in for you.
Johnny Vegas?
That's one thing. So one thing I was going to bring up is we do like lives where we speak to people on Instagram and TikTok, take questions and things like that. So next time we always do it after the podcast releases. So have a look out for that. Anyway, we did it, and somebody put in one of the comments, cut price, Lee Mack and Johnny Vegas.
I mean, my one, I'll take it. Just because...
I'm not taking Johnny Vegas.
No, you've got to take it.
No, I'm not taking it.
You have to take it.
Because remember when we were in our prime, which we'll get back to our prime. We're on the way there. Yeah. People thought you looked like Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
And people used to think that I looked like Michael Fassbender. And Michael Fassbender, Johnny Vegas, bit of a difference. So, what have you been up to this week?
Oh, is this a new bit?
You know what? It's a podcast, mate.
I'm working, mate.
Sometimes
I'm working. I'm doing a job.
Well, here's the thing. I could be getting a new job.
Oh my God!
I'm not going to say what it is, but I could be getting a new job. And I've had a lot of jobs in my.
You've had a lot. You've lost a lot.
I've lost a lot. I even went to the job centre and I actually said to them, they said, so do you need help getting a job? I'm like, I don't need help getting it, mate. I need help keeping it.
Yeah. When you go there, they say, he's back again. What's that?
Babe. And don't call that. I'm not calling you babe. But yeah, so I even worked at, remember when I worked in that yogurt factory?
For a day.
I worked in a yogurt factory for a day, and so I went to an agency, never been to one before, and this woman says to me, she goes, I said, I want a job. What are you doing, mate?
I'm trying to move this light a bit this way.
Can you believe this guy? I'm in the middle of telling a story that people are going to get a lot out of, and he goes and does this. And this woman goes, I'd never been to an agency before, and she goes, well, what kind of job are you looking for? And I was like, I just want something that's like easy. I don't want to have to work that hard, kind of thing. And she was like, got a perfect job for you. You're in a factory, but you're next to a window. They got music on. There's like birds outside on the trees. It's really nice. I said, where is it? She said, it's the Ski Yogurt Factory, which is kind of strange because, that's our name.
Yeah, Ski 1 and Ski 2.
Yeah, it's not A1 and A2 because I'm not A2.
Oh, wait, yeah, A1 and A2.
So I said, whoa. Sounds great then. I was looking forward.
There's no way she said birds on the trees outside.
No, I was looking forward to the birds and the
bees.
The whole, yeah, exactly. So I went along first day. Right, let me just tell you straight away. No window, no music, no birds. It was literally like a noisy factory, and she was like, "Oh, it's no heavy lifting." Yeah, it was all heavy lifting. Yogurt's come down the thing. I have to pick them up, quickly turn around, put them on a thing, like a big box thing. And literally, it was from 7 in the morning till 7 at night. Back-breaking labour. And so I met this guy. This is the actual crux of the story, mate. This is the actual meat and potatoes, all right?
All right.
I met this guy, and this guy lied.
He's a pedantic, pontificating, pretentious, belligerent old fart, a worthless, steaming pile of...
What, right? So, like, I said to him, I was trying to make small talk or whatever. He goes, "You got any GCSEs?" And I was like, "Yeah. Have you?" And he was like, "Couldn't be arsed." And I was like, "Okay, right." And he goes, "Went to see Roy Chubby Brown the other night. He was telling her jokes." And then I looked up, and then I was going toilet. And as I was going toilet, going with my cousin to the toilet. And on the way there, Roy Chubby goes, "What are you doing? Going with your cousin so you can look at each other's..." And he goes, "Yeah, well, at least I've seen my..." "You can't even see yours. It's been years since you've even seen it." And he said the crowd went wild, like raucous laughter. And he said that Roy Chubby Brown turned to him and said, "You're funnier than me. You should be on stage, mate." And I'm like, "Right, yeah, sure, mate." And it got to the second day, which was my last day. And he goes, "Oh, guess what I was doing recently?" I said, "What?" He said, "Down the BBC Experience in London, yeah. I'm out front telling jokes, you know, as you do, whatever. Woman comes up to me, she goes, 'You're a funny guy. I want to put you in a sitcom with David Jason.'" And I'm like, you know, I thought he's lying, but I was just like, wow. I said, "What'd you say?" He was like, "Couldn't be arsed." Couldn't be arsed. No, I was thinking, you know what I thought? Hey, you couldn't be arsed being in a show with David Jason, but you can be arsed being in the Yoghurt Factory. Anyway, I left that day, never looked back, and here I am today.
Yeah, and where are you in the jobs?
I'm getting a job, but you know, it's
20 years ago.
It's close, mate. The Yoghurt Factory was 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's shut down, mate. It's been a housing estate for the past 15 years.
It's not a housing estate. It's near where I live, and we don't have housing estates. We're a posh area where I live.
It is a housing estate, mate. It's got houses on it in the estate. So.
Yeah, but it's not Moss Side. Not that any of you Moss Siders, there's a bad place.
Moss Side is actually gentrified now, so, you know.
What does that mean? I'm joking. I know what it means.
What's it mean?
It means the gentleman there. Like, people are, you know, like, "Hello, sir." They say "sir" and things like that.
That's what it means.
Anyway, so now it's time for your favourite section. Anyway, so he says, "Why haven't you got a job yet, you lazy bum?" And literally, I wrote this down, and I was going to talk about when I was in the Yoghurt Factory, but I've just done that story. So
yeah, that's a great story, wasn't it?
Anyway, it's your letters this week. Oh, sorry, your letters. Yeah. Go for it. So these are actual letters from real. I mean, not that mine isn't from real people, but
right, first one from Dave Cakes.
I bet he likes cake.
Ask him.
Do you like cake, Dave?
Question of sport being watchable.
I've never liked question of sport. I like sport, but I don't.
Yeah, it's too like I don't know. It's trying to be lad banter, but at a safe time of the evening when it was Ali McCoist and
I also think you need to know too much about sports. It's like everybody like I know it's a sport.
It's a question of sport. Second one was bullseye. That's what it says.
So just one word, bullseye.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for that.
Yeah, that was in favourite memories of 90s game shows. Bullseye.
That's pretty broad, but
cheers for that, Luke.
Thanks, Luke.
No, don't thank him for that.
No, thanks, Luke.
It was almost not worth the writing.
Yeah, exactly. You might as well just not even written it at all.
He should be embarrassed.
Yeah, well, you know,
so that was the letters section.
Yeah, so look forward to that next episode. Okay, so and here's all the moment that you've all been waiting for. Top 5 baby cakes.
We said 3, mate.
Top 3 baby cakes. So, okay, well, we'll start off with you can go first, my friend.
Okay, my first one. Loved it. Play it to this very day.
Well, wait a minute. You've not been on TV.
What do you mean?
It's a game show.
Yeah?
What show is it?
What do you mean? I play it to this day.
Oh, what? Lottery?
Big Break.
I'm gonna be snookering you tonight.
And with the classic theme song.
Bye.
I don't know. Is it Chaz and Dave who did it?
Yeah.
That just came into my brain. And the little trivia fact, John O'Sullivan wanted Chaz and Dave to sing the Only Fools and Horses theme.
Cause where it all comes from is a mystery.
Oh, here's another fact for you. The
Factoid.
pilot of Big Break featured, what's his name from EastEnders? All right, Peggy.
Doesn't do his research. Doesn't
I
even have the name. What? Frank?
Fella walked into a fish and chip shop. He said, was this fish cooked, mate? He said, yeah, why? He said, it's eaten all the chips.
Frank, yeah.
Darling.
Yeah, he was on it, and I've actually seen the pilot. It's on YouTube.
Well, we used to watch a show about him when he used to play golf, didn't we?
Yeah.
What was it called? Mike Reed's Golf or something?
Yeah. What was it? A short, frustrating...
No, that was Tim Brooke Taylor.
What was his called? Around with...
No, that was Around with Pace. This guy knows nothing about the golf shows of celebrities. He gets every single one wrong. What did you like about Big Break?
What I liked about Jim Davidson now, obviously, is not. But back in the day, he was part of the Michael Barrymore, Jim Davidson, Noel Edmonds. It was like the trio of people that were on game shows. And they were kind of well drilled in keeping it light, keeping it pacey, around with pace, keeping it going.
Well, yeah, right, there you go. You got it in there.
Hale and Pace, underrated.
Hale and Pace, underrated. But I mean...
And on paper, it should be very boring. It's snooker. But they made it interesting with the trick shots, with the against the clock. Anything when it's against the clock makes it more interesting just automatically.
And I think when you're a kid, because, my brain wasn't developed when I was a kid. Some things never change, he's thinking. No, my brain, when your brain is not developed like that, it's like you watch it and you're like,
you were 12 years old. You're speaking like you were like 2 years old, a toddler. It's mostly developed by then.
My brain wasn't developed enough to know that the kind of difference is you're watching it and it's like, I'm like, I don't really like snooker, but I like that they're playing it. You know what I mean? It's like,
I do actually know what you mean.
Yeah, it's like they're doing it, but I'm not really bothered they're doing it. It's like they could be doing bowls or something, and I still like it.
Yeah, it depends on like who presents these things, because I'm sure which we'll get into, every game show type has been tried. Whether it's ones about what other sports are there? Like I don't know, the diving one, or things like, I'm not into diving or dancing, but when you're watching it, you get into it and you're like, oh, it's a paso doble or whatever because of the way it's presented. Right, what's your first one?
Let me see. Right, so my first one is Games Master. That was, this one's very close to our heart, like we say in every episode, but this one was very close to our heart because it started at a time when we were really into computer games and all that kind of stuff. And I remember we used to go swimming, and when we finished swimming, we used to packet of Space Raiders, like 10p in them days, from the vending machine, and Highland Toffee as well.
Were they Space Raiders?
Yeah, because they used to have a little cartoon on the back of.
Because I feel like the flavour's not the same. Didn't we have something that was?
No, you know what we had? There was Space Raiders, but the main one, Thundercats.
And keep your foot off that blasted Samoflange.
What the is a Samoflange?
Yeah,
Thundercats, and they were like very good, like shaped crisp, but they weren't fluffy. Yeah. Well, I started a Facebook group, Bring Back Thundercats Bacon Crisps. Like,
I've never known someone as pathetic as you.
And you know what? No one ever joined it.
Yeah, do you think Smiths, whoever made them, they're like, this Sado wants to bring back, this one person wants to bring them back. Then they look at you and say, definitely not if that's the only person that's buying it. Johnny Vegas.
Well, yeah. So, and then a year later, it said you've had a notification from your group, bring back Thundercats crisps from the 1980s.
That we're closing down the group.
No, it just said the notification was your group's been active for a year. It didn't have any new members though.
Inactive.
What was I saying? Yeah. So Games Master.
My story. This is it.
We do this.
You interrupt me. My story. You're saying I've got a short story of my own, and then just go on to the next part.
Okay, tell your story. We're excited. We're all excited to hear his story.
We were at the parade. Yeah, do you remember?
Gay Pride Parade. I don't. What do you mean the parade? I've never been to a parade.
At Disney.
Oh, you're telling the Disney story.
Yeah, we were talking about Disney.
You were telling the Games Master story.
Yes, the Games Master story is we went to Disney. That's why we couldn't go on Games Master.
Oh, was that? Well, anyway, so what happened in Disney?
Forget it.
No, I want to know the story.
We were both there at the parade, right? And then Tigger was there, and I was like, "Oh, Tigger's there!" And then he danced around us.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That's the story.
It's not the best story.
Yeah, it was. It was a good story. You know what?
The Printer story was better. Right, like this. This is what I always remember in my brain from Games Master. You'd always get some like kid who'd go into the consultation zone, and he'd be like, "Hello, Games Master. How do I get past Sonic level 2?" And Games Master used to be like, "Hey, you little get out of here!" And then they would just go and zoom out of the thing. And I used to think, that's pretty mean from that guy. Like sometimes he would just be like, "You're too stupid to know that." It's like it's obvious how you complete Sonic level 2. It's an easy game. And I used to think that kid's probably gone all the way from his house to even get the actual tip. There was no internet in those days, so he probably.
Do you think he was actually talking to what's his name?
What, Patrick Mower?
Patrick shit. No, Patrick.
Patrick
Moore.
Patrick Moore.
No,
yeah.
He wasn't there, mate.
What? I thought he was there speaking to him.
No, he would have been speaking to a camera like we are now. Then they'd go to Patrick Mower and say, "Film these 5 lines for us," and he'd just be sitting there in front of a camera going, "No, go away. Oh, I don't like you. Go away."
Yeah, well, it was eye-opening. I always thought that show, and it was a great show.
So a second one.
Right, so it's your one then.
I guarantee it's on your list.
It's not going to be, mate.
Krypton Factor.
It's not on my list, but clank, 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 clank. Krypton Factor. For me, it was a little too intellectual for my taste.
It's a lot too intellectual for your taste. I guarantee you would never pass a single level on Krypton Factor.
Yeah, because they were always too hard, and then
it's always moving pipes around, or like one of those slide puzzles and things like that. Basically, why did anyone ever watch that? The 2 reasons why did they watch that?
The plane landing, which that kind of ties into Games Master because it looked like one of those old Amiga games, which was just a line on a screen.
Yeah, but it was very tense watching them do it. Even when they crashed, and it was just the worst animation.
And there was the assault course, but that wasn't that? It was like men and women at the same time, wasn't it?
Yeah,
against each other. That was like ahead of its time.
For its time,
very progressive.
Yeah, but I always just remember that the people on there, it was like, "I'm Jack and I'm a computer consultant from Slough," and it's like 22 years old. Look, 55 years old.
It was a very good one. It was a little too intellectual for me, but I liked it.
And great host. Perfect. That's when when a host perfectly suits the format, I think.
Yeah.
Gordon Burns,
where I used to.
R.I.P.
He's alive, mate.
Is he?
He's not dead. He used to live near me.
Wait, is he? Are you sure?
I'm very sure, mate.
I don't think.
No, I'd know if he was dead, mate.
What? Well, have you got a notification set up? This is a mediocre conversation.
Well, yeah, it is, mate. Okay, so my next one. Now I like this one because it's very thoughtful. This one, it is, and I don't know if you'll remember it. That's why it's pretty exciting. My next one is called Star Test. Do you remember it?
No.
Well, basically, what it was
you're picking ones where I don't even know what they are. So discuss it.
You haven't let me tell you what it is yet, mate.
Go on, then.
It was. No, you'll remember it when I tell you it. It was a celebrity is sitting in a chair, and there's a big board in front of him with loads of numbers on it, and then a computer asks some questions, and the questions though are really like personal kind of questions, like
how much do you owe your fans?
And it was one of the first times where you could. It was before reality TV and all that, where it's like you could actually see a celebrity, and they were kind of like asking them risque questions and stuff, and they were like, what are they going to answer? It's like we've never seen this deep dive into celebrity culture.
But why are you trying to be like a culture correspondent or Mark Commode?
I'm a culture vulture,
You're
mate.
You're not, mate. You've just picked one.
No, I picked
obscure one.
It's not obscure.
Like you know about things and make social commentary on it. All right. He didn't watch anything like that. He watched the same rubbish I watched. Star Test. It didn't last very long.
That's what she said.
My third one.
Oh, well, are we finished with Star Test then?
Yeah, because there's nothing to say. It's not even popular.
He's not cultured like me. That's the problem. Okay, what's your next one then?
Crystal Maze.
Dun 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 dun, dun, dun boom 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 boom. So who did? I always felt it fell off when Ed Tudor Pole came on it.
That's the general consensus, isn't it?
Yeah, because Richard O'Brien he kind of looks the same now.
I know, it's like Patrick Stewart.
Yeah. It would be like the prize that they were going to get was like fly fishing in Anglesey or something like that. You know, you wouldn't want to do it. It'd always be like, my name is John, I'm 23, solicitor from Barking.
Mate.
No,
that
mate.
Was the whole thing. They went in the thing at the end and grabbed them.
That's not money, mate.
They converted it to money.
Look, I'll be putting the fact up. It'll be on the screen here somewhere where it'll say they won a fly fishing in Anglesey.
You're thinking a catchphrase, mate.
No. You'd be watching the game and they'd be like doing a thing where they got to like make a banana go through a maze or something like that, and you're just like, you're so invested in it. You're just like, oh my god, what's going to happen? And then it would just suddenly just cut away to Richard O'Brien and be on his harmonica like this.
Mommy,
yeah, well, he was always waiting until he went and saw his mommy.
Mumsy, are you absolutely sure about this?
Trust me, Ricky, I am your mother.
Or whatever. And they always had like, you know, all the zones, like technology zone and other zones. But yeah, it was exciting. And but the main thing that always sticks with me was, like you were saying about the crystal dome at the end. So they got crystals, and each crystal gave them like 0.3 seconds in the crystal dome, which is like, that's pretty bad. But they went into the dome, and then he goes, okay, what we're going to do is you have to get these gold tokens and put them in the box, but we're also going to put in silver tokens, and any that you put in silver takes away from the gold. Yeah, we're putting in 500,000 silver and like 10 gold. It's like, well, you're not going to be able to get that fly fishing holiday in Anglesey, are you?
Because
No,
it's not.
But so, like, they'd always be like, trying to grab all the silver and gold, and in the end, it was just too hard because you couldn't see. So Crystal Maze was a great one. Okay, your next one, which you think that I'm gonna say?
I've done 3, you idiot. We've both done 3.
Okay, no, I haven't done my third one. Gladiators. Gladiators. Awooga. Gladiators, when we watched that when we were a kid, and every young lad loved Jet out of Gladiators. I remember them saying that she got 3 times the amount of fan mail that any other Gladiator got. And she was like one of the first women when I was young, when I was lying on the floor on my front watching the TV, and I got like a funny feeling in my like, like, you know, like when you climb the gym rope in PE or whatever, that feeling. And I tried to get that feeling back. I went to a park one day and I jumped on a pole, but you don't get it back when you're older. Anyway, so it's that's just a little bit about my private life. The referee guy.
Do you remember his name?
John Summit.
I think we can remember it.
I'm not really bothered, so I don't care what his name. He's probably dead now anyway. So unless he's watching, if he's watching, you're the best referee of Gladiators.
Yeah.
Your Gladiators ready. That's what he used to say, didn't he?
Gladiators ready!
And Ulrika Johnson was looking nice in that.
We can't say stuff.
No, she was looking nice, as in, you know, nice person.
Was John Fashanu looking nice?
Some people would think that he was looking nice, yeah.
But then...
And then you'd have, like, Wolf. And remember the time when we used to watch it, we were like, look at that guy, so old. I bet he was, like, 39 years old.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, what is his name? Michael Van Wolf or something?
I can just say Wolf from Gladiators, how old he is. Don't need to know his real name, mate.
Just give the guy a break, all right? He deserves a little bit of fame.
Well, guess how old he was?
39.
40.
Really? And when you used to look at him and go, why is that old guy with them
He mostly looked 40 years old. I thought he would be like 30. It's a bad game.
No, it's not really.
It's a bad game!
All right, well, that was the good. And now it's time for dun dun dun, the bad. So let's go with your first bad one. Like these, so basically, the bad ones we're doing this episode are not just because they were just bad; they're just we didn't like them.
Yeah,
we didn't think they were good, like good game show ideas and things like that.
Countdown.
Countdown for me. I was always worried that if I went on it,
I don't even say, but you should. If you went on that, it would be a national embarrassment. You'd be trending as who is this guy
who got the highest score,
who didn't score.
But
you can't do math.
Math. I was always worried about the math part because it was always just like, right. If it came out and they said
you should be worried about the word part as well.
If they said how to make 200, I can do that. But if they said make 201, it's more difficult. Here's the one thing I think we both agree on this with game shows. Get rid of the getting to know the people. It's like, I don't care about the people that started. Like, my name's Sean, and I'm a gardener. And then like the host's like, what do you garden? And he's like, who cares, mate?
Number one, why don't you tell us about yourself? My name is Kirk Edwards. I'm very close to isolating a gene. If I'm successful, I'll be able to cure every disease known to man. All right, that's great. Ready to spin the wheel?
I'd be like this. What's your name? John. Next. Right. What's your name? Tracy. Good. Let's get into the game. Don't care about
Then they'd say, no, flesh it out, mate, because it's a 1 hour show. They need to fill the schedule. Hey, what's your first worst?
Blind date. I'd put it as worst because it's just too fake. You know, like they're always just like, the girl's like, where would you take me on a date? And like, to Mr. Number One, and he'd be like, I'd take you to jelly wrestling because we can jelly it up, baby.
Like, that's not intelligent. That's not even a pun.
If you look at game shows and things like since the 90s and then going into the 2000s, like I say, it became less about entertainment in a lot of ways and a lot more about kind of cringy, making people feel bad. But one one that came up when I was looking through like quiz shows, game shows, was I didn't really see it as a game show, but I suppose it was My New Best Friend. And that was a great show if you've never seen that. It was about, so you have like a person who signs up for it. They win like a 10 grand or something like that. And what they have to do is there's going to be this guy who turns up and he's going to pretend to be their new best friend and he's going to be annoying and stuff. And they have to put up with that person and not tell their family that he's like, not tell what's going on in the actual game. And so he embarrasses him and like the Grand Old Duke of York.
They were up. Right. Okay. Do you think you can do it this time?
No.
Not difficult, is it?
And what's your second one then?
Oh, Fort Boyard.
I don't really remember a lot about that.
Forget it.
Right, this one, I think you'll agree with this one as well.
Don't tell me what I will and won't agree with.
Through the keyhole.
I don't agree.
Why not?
It's interesting to see.
No, but here's the thing.
Look, you're the one who said about Star Search. You're like, oh, it's good when you actually see behind the curtain into celebrities' lives, and then you pick one of your worst.
Yeah, but you don't actually get to see, but they don't get to see any relationship with the celebrity through the keyhole. It's just like, look at this idiot's house. You
learn through their possessions, the way they lay out the house.
But
they have trophies on the wall and things.
My gripe with it was this: they were too hard. It was like they were going through the house, and it was like, oh, this guy's got a lot of books. He must know about books. And at the end, they'd always be like, he's got books. Is it Michael Crichton, like, Jurassic Park guy? And it's like, how did you know that? Just because he's got books in his house. You wouldn't know that. It's like, oh, yeah. Ooh. And then Lloyd Grossman was like, yeah, who lives in a house like this? The thing was that it would always be, and I'm saying Michael Crichton, I mean, like, people probably like know him. Usually it'd be like Julie Johnson, author. It's like, who? If you're not going to do Michael Jackson or, Whitney Houston, I'm not interested, mate. Yeah, your next one, mate.
It's not even one that I really remember, but I thought we were looking at ones that are the worst ones. Man, oh man.
Yeah, girls, when you saw the man.
I remember that was it was something about men.
It was just all like,
it was
ladette culture.
Smutty.
It was smutty. It was all like, oh, what's it?
Oh, let's see your p. Maybe it wasn't that.
It wasn't that.
It wasn't that
on the nose.
Wasn't that. Okay, so my next one. That woman's like one of the worst ones ever. Like, he hasn't.
It's not Star Search, mate.
Star Search. After this video, go and check out Star Search. It's great TV program. Plus, it shows that he's put no thought into it because he's actually thought, well, I'm going to say man oh man, and then what am I going to say after I've said it?
What were you going to say about Star Search?
I already had notes down about it, mate.
In your list?
It's in the bad list, mate.
You never watched it?
I know, because it was bad. Yeah. So, all right. Well, that's ours. What are yours, though? Drop a comment in the likes. Drop a like in the comments. If you can just like, subscribe, and share. Because the thing is, I know we say this every time, but I'm poor. Literally, the other day, you know what?
Job, mate.
I'm getting a job, but I haven't got one yet, mate.
Oh,
please.
pour me a drink. George Galloway.
Yeah.
Game show.
What game show?
Big Brother.
Yeah, that was a kind of a game show. It didn't start in the 90s, though, did it? No, it didn't.
We'll find out. Anyway, that was
the best and the worst. Sorry, you carry on.
You do it.
That was the best and the worst of 90s games.
I can't believe it. Amateur hour.
And that was ours. And what are yours? All that leaves us left to say is...
What?
I thought you were going to say... Last time I was going to say bye, and then you interrupted me. So this time I thought, well, he's already brought one to do.
Bye.
See you later, alligator. Later.